Karina_co923, and she asks, what age did you start playing golf? Also, I play golf, but I just hurt my ACL like Peng. I hope your ACL gets better.
I'm so feel you with the knee pain.
Feel you with the knee pain.
Do the rehab.
Do the rehab.
So I started when I was 3. So it doesn't mean that everyone needs to start at 3 to become a golfer, okay? Yeah. I would recommend people to get into golf like around early teens, I think like 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh really? Why?
Yeah, because like you don't want the burnout.
Interesting.
You don't want the burnout. And it's like, yeah, I got to be like, I was like a high level junior competitor and I traveled around the United States, but I also watched a lot of girls that were like projected to be like #1 in the world quit. It wasn't for them. They had been doing it too long. They were tired of the travel. They wanted to live a normal life. You know, I think it's just on everyone's own kind of like timeline.
Do you think people can be at that high level even if they start later?
Yeah, if you're truly passionate about something, you can make up for lost time. If I'm forced into it, someone who's more passionate and loves it will gain speed on me.
This question is from TRL Dream, and she asked, for beginner golfers, how do you pick the right club? So many brands out there.
I mean, it's really all preference. So I represent Cobra Golf, so I'm gonna just throw that in there, that I would highly recommend Cobra Golf clubs, beginner clubs. They are awesome. So the leading club brands I'd say for beginners, especially for women, is Cobra Golf, Callaway Golf, and Ping. Those 3 have really women-friendly, beginner-friendly clubs, so that's what I recommend. Yeah.
Why is it, I'm curious, women-friendly? Like they're just different?
Yeah, so
your eyes are like,
I'm so confused. Yes.
I want to know.
Women clubs are made a little lighter.
Okay.
They're made with more forgiveness. They're bigger. Whatever level, there's clubs for you.
Is there a golf trick you're still working on?
As of right now, no. So whenever I do tricks, I usually just like think something up. It comes to me and I'm like, I wonder if I could do that. And then I go out and usually if I can imagine myself doing the trick from beginning to end, then I'll complete it. But like there's never a trick that I've actually done where I haven't completed in the same like hour or 2. Like if it takes too long, then I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I haven't gotten to that point. Like I've always completed what I wanted when I did it.
Like your vision.
That's cool. How do you get inspired by trick shots?
Sometimes I just have random thoughts. I like to find tricks that incorporate other sports if it's possible, or even if it's not even golfing. Like I like to do that too. And then sometimes like there's a lot of trick shot artists now kind of in the golf space, and I'll see them do something cool and I'm like, I wonder if I could do that, but maybe do this with it. Or like something,
twist.
a little twist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder if I could do this, or maybe I can add that part of their trick, but then I want to do something completely different. You know, like just literally anything.
So how was it coming from college when like everything's taken care of for you?
Yeah.
And then transitioning to like, oh, am I gonna break even?
Oh,
your mental state.
Oh, it was tough. It was like survival of the fittest. It kind of felt like I'm such a competitive person though that like to me like losing has never been an option. That's basically how I survived. If I had ever had a really negative mindset during that time, I bet I wouldn't have made it through. Like I had to constantly think like, I'm gonna get a sponsor. I'm good enough to get a sponsor. I got one. Okay, like I think I'm good enough to show up to my course, and I think the people at my course can sponsor me. I got it. I knew a lot of golfers, female golfers especially, because females don't make as much money as men. Actually, women make, I think, 1/4 of what men make. So there were a lot of women on tour that were often bartenders because you can work in the night and then you train in the morning, but then you just were team no sleep all day. Your guys' sport is so extreme that you have to stop at some point, right?
Yeah.
So for golf, it's not so high intensity, so you can stay outside as long as you can handle being outside. So that's what was hard. Like
I can't handle being outside. In general, like I just don't do well like outside, especially in the heat. I can't be out in the sun.
For us, there's this big tournament and it's called Q School. That stands for qualifying school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're like,
I'm like over here, that's a nice ring to it.
You're like, ooh, Q School.
Q School.
No, when you say Q School to like other female golfers or golfers in general, it's like PTSD. It's like it's hard. And for women, they hold Q School in Palm Springs in August. There was one day during Q School that I kid you not, my phone said 120 degrees.
And you were outside.
And we were outside golfing.
And you had no choice.
And we have no choice. But then, like, when you have so much adrenaline, you just don't feel it. But the moment that you finally relax, you're like, I'm cooking. So now I'm like, I never want to go to Palm Springs again. Like, that is where Q School is. Don't ever need to go there.
That's crazy.
They just want you to suffer. Like,
yeah, literally.
Survival of the fittest.
No, they actually did it there because the chances of it raining and the tournament getting canceled is 0 to none in the desert.
Right.
Like I go in the gym during the summer and I'm like, take me out. Like I can't breathe. Well, I'm just like, what if you have a grass allergy? Like I have allergies. I'd be hitting a golf ball like like snorting up my snot trying to like.
Golf is not for you.
We chose the right sport. Good job.
If you have a set amount of tournaments that you've committed to, or you've put an entry fee down, when you put money down, you truly see the realness in people when money is involved. I put my money down on an event, and there was a time that I actually I inflamed my ribs, and it was from the torque of my swing on the downswing, and I felt like it was tearing every swing. That's 4 days, 18 holes. If I had to hit 72 shots on average per day, that's how many times I'm swinging. It was hard, and it was like I put my money down, so like I don't care. I'm gonna live it through. There was a few times where I was like, shoot, my bank account for golf is low. Like, what am I gonna do? And there were times I had like a putt from here to the end of the table, and you're like, oh, like I can make that like 70% of the time. That's no problem. But when this is your putt so that you can get into the next tournament, so that you can continue your career, it now feels like. Yeah, there's been a lot of times where I was shaking, and it's a mini tour event, you know? There's like no TVs on, there's no cameras on me, there's nothing. It's just the pressure that I'm feeling because it feels like life or death because I want this so bad. And so I had to like back up, and I had to like, okay, like I gotta restart. Like I gotta, like you could, like as soon as your hands are shaking, like you're screwed. I think being a professional athlete in any sport, people think like let's say U.S. women's soccer, they're like, gosh, I wish I could be like on that team. Like they look like they're living like the best life and da 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 da. And I'm
it's
like
cutthroat.
Like literally, do you
know.
understand like what these people go through to get there? Like you think it's luxury? Like no chance. You think it's luxury being on the tour? Like it may look like, oh, they're golfing and they're in the sun and they're at these like luxury resorts and making. I'm like, no.
Like they only see the glory of it.
Yeah, it's like, no, you better work. Yeah, it's real, man. It's real out there.